And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, Singh, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Robbie Ray. How about a report on him, Chris?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore, the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
You're out. And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, in his second season, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. That's to third. Over to first. One up, one down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
And now the count is even. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life.
Ball.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the shortstop,
Willie Adames stands in. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And that misses. Ball one.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And that's downstairs and outside. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. We head to the second from San Francisco. No score. Second inning set to go. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Bottom of the second. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. One up, one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So digging in, Herrera Encarnacion.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Encarnacion with a homer in his last game. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Patrick Bailey. Hit on the ground, might be two. Here's Mateo for one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0. On to the third inning, and here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Welcome back, and coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Mize back to work. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Next to hit, Brett Wisely.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And fouled off. On at first, nobody out. Hit in the air, left field. O'Neal makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now back, second baseman, Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees. That's strike one.
No ball.
Man at first, one away. Next offering misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. On the ground right side. 4. Tags the runner for 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings complete. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Gunnar Henderson. Henderson. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a foul ball. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. And it gets down for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
And up next for San Francisco, Willy Adames. And that's in for a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Brings it in. 1 away. Now it's Matt Chapman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Chapman gets a piece there. Lee, the base runner at first with 1 out. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Flied out his first time. In the air, left side. O'Neill settles underneath it. And that'll do it. So the Giants leave 1, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Back here at Oracle Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it's the Giants DH, Herrera Encarnacion. Just missed.
That's out.
All these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Inside, just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's in for a strike. 3-2 down.
Full count.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins under it, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Sam.
And now the first baseman, Sam Huff. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. That one felt good, and they grabbed the lead. It's 1-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
2 outs, base is empty. Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Popped up. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop to first, and they get the out. Just one hit in the inning, but it leaves the yard and gives them the lead. We're through 5. It's the Giants 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Let's go, Giants!
And that one sliced foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing. He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
No, that's up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Two down, bases empty. Willy Adames now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fastball for a strike at 95. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Matt Chapman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground to the left. Off balance throw in time. And that is the inning. One left for San Francisco, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Camilo Doval.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Jorge Mateo now, 0 for 2 in this one. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Josiah Gray.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mullins settles under it. He's got it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Herrera Encarnacion. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Henderson over to first in time. And there are 2 down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
At the plate, Patrick Bailey. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
1-0.
That one lifted to left. O'Neill drifts towards it and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Back here in San Francisco, new inning getting started, and now Tyler O'Neill. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Sam Huff. Gray back to work. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Brett Wisely.
Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. And another ball. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2's the count.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now Tyler Fitzgerald. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
Hitter's got some good
strike.
opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. This one in the air. Westberg. And that is the third out of the inning. So the Giants leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Walker.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Colton Cowser getting ready to hit. Fought off foul. Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Right side. Yastrzemski sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
now batting the center fielder, Cedric.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that is out of play. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's back there. Bangs off the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Slap the other way, foul. Outside
That's a
low,
ball.
and that is ball 1.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency
1-2.
to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Man at second. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
So bottom of the ninth, and digging in for San Francisco, Willy Adames. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Felix Bautista.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Here comes a pitch. That clips the zone. Strike one. Now a fly ball to right center. Mullins in pursuit. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
And here is Matt Chapman. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball one, no strikes.
That's a ball.
Ripped on a line to center. That's a base hit.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. And ball one. The 1-0. Now one missed.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
One down. Winning run on at first. Swing and a foul out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
So Yaz is struck out.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
So 2 down now, and here is Gerard Encarnacion. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. That's a little bit low. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Sets him down looking. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Oracle Park, and now Adley Rutschman.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll... Expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Strike on the inside corner.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. Adames throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
That one the other way, and that's the third out. 2 left on to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied 1-1. And we're back. And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And a strike. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Sam Huff, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered in this game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only one gone. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Now at the plate, Brett Wisely. That one's in there. 0-1. One down, and the winning run at third. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Winning run at third, one down. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Fitzgerald in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Winning run at third, two down. Right through there for a strike.
Outside, that's the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. .99 miles per hour to finish him off. Giants leave a couple, still tied, 1-1. Back now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Eric Miller.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's going to be Ahmed Rosario. Puts a bunt down. Chapman. One up, one down. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
No,
just
missed.
off
That's
the outside edge. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Lee tracks it down for the out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Leading up for the Giants, the 17th.
Albert Suarez on to pitch out of the pen here.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Right side, Mateo tosses to first. One up, one down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Willie Adames to the plate now at a high leverage spot.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly, soft ground ball to the right side, find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing...
Now batting, third baseman,
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Just
ball.
missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Nice stop. Throws from his knees. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Back here in San Francisco, on to the 12th and into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. Miller back to work. Runner breaks for third. Grabs it barehanded over to first. And that's a great play for the out. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Out in front and foul to the left side.
One.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Late swing fouled off. With the go-ahead run at third, you're deep into extra innings. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Mullins comes in to score, and it's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
Back to the top of the order now. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
3-pitch strikeout last time. Up, got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Breaking ball misses down and away.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're in extras here. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
The right fielder.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, left field. And there's one away.
Now that's the designated hitter.
And up next for the Giants, Pirar Encarnacion. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And he pumps it a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Giants down to their final out. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey, trying to deliver as the hero. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
Ball. 2-1.
A upstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Man on second, 2 down. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better, and the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that in this one. 12-inning win on the road. Very impressive. Players are going to come into the clubhouse for the next game. They're going to be pretty encouraged about how they pulled for each other.